Greetings and welcome to my World of Tanks video. Today I'm going to show you the basics of free gold, because free cards equals free gold and free gold equals free tanks, and we're all interested in free tanks. At least I know I am. You have three basic options. There's the free option. I'm in for that. In fact, that's what I did. And then from the free option I graduated to the still possibly free, or you could pay money for the second option, which is the 2,000 gold option for season pass. The third option is the, well, I've done some of the free option, but I'd like to spend some money to accelerate my pace in acquiring, premium tanks. So that's what it boils down to, is just those three options. The free option, if you're a kid, this is perfect for you. You don't have to spend a dime. You don't have to sign up for anything. It's absolutely free. If you go to your seasons tab, there's a thing in there called more challenges. Under more challenges, you'll find, if you scroll down, you'll see there's something called the long haul. The long haul is how you get free tanks. Well, it's how you get free cards. Every week, starting on Tuesday, ending on Monday night, you do the long haul. You can do it 2 times a week. Long haul means you have to score top 7 experience in your match. Win or lose, it doesn't matter. So the top 7 winners will get credit. The top 7 losers will get credit. Those top 7 on each side will get 1 point towards the 75-point score for the long haul. Get 75 points, bam, free card. Just that simple. You open it up, you're going to get gold and, a couple other items, silver or boosters or whatever. 10% of the time, it'll have a free tank in there. 5% of the time, it'll have a free extra card in there. Jackpot. Okay, so that's how you get free cards. And free cards get you free gold, and free gold will get you free tanks. It's just that simple. You do that every month. There's 4 weeks. I'm keeping it simple. You're going to get 2 cards every week if you do these 75 matches and 75 matches. Now, you're not going to get 100% conversion, but if you use tier 3 or tier 4, you're going to get a higher rate. I don't recommend using high rank tier 7, tier 8. It's slow progress. If you use tier 3s and you have a good scoring tank, you're in good shape. If you're not sure what's a good scoring tank, tell me what you have. Send me a message here and I'll tell you, give me a list of what you think are good scoring tanks for you. And I'll give you my idea of what will help you the best. So you can do more tier 3 matches in an hour than you can if they're tier 8. It's just that simple. So that's why I say try to do tier 3. So you do long hauls, get your cards. All right, 2 cards a week, 4 weeks in a month. That's 8 cards a week. I'm sorry, 8 cards a month. The minimum value of that card in gold will be 150 if it's blue. It's 275 for black if you get lucky and get one of those. And if you get super lucky and get a red one, it's 425 for that. Let me show you what a red one looks like. All right. Last week, I got this long haul key card. Ta-da! This is an awesome card. So what this has is this has the minimum amount of red card gold, which is 425. I also got a 2-time silver booster, and I also got a day of free premium, which is fantastic. So in every card, you're going to get basically 3 items. You'll sometimes get 2 if you get 2 of the same item. If, for example, it would have had, 2 days of premium, it would have had, then it would have had gold. You get gold in every card, it doesn't matter. Then it would have had gold, and then the second item would have been a red shield with the number 2 on it. Or 3, depending. Okay, so that's how the cards work. You get this twice a week. If you don't do it, don't blame me. I I mean, there's guys I've talked to. It's like, what are you working on? Oh, I'm working on my long hauls. What's that? And I explain. They're like, oh, I don't want to do that. I wish I had gold. It's free. Just do it. You know, you're playing the game anyway. Just play the game as you like, but make sure you play enough to get the free card for your free gold. All right? So anyway, if you get the minimum 150 twice a week, that's 300. Four weeks in a month, that's 1,200 gold. Okay? You do that for 2 months, that's 2,400 gold. Now, you're going to get that 2,000. You'll hit the 2,000 level faster than 2 months, okay? If you're doing all your missions. If you're not doing your missions, I can't help you. It's real simple. And we run missions. We run missions with other dudes. It's all good. We have teams, run those missions, have fun, whatever. Make your own team. Find guys that will run long-haul missions with you. Talk to guys in matches with a headset. A lot of people don't use a headset. Hey, that's not my problem. I use a headset, and I've talked to guys. I've learned from guys who had headsets, etc., etc. Can't help you if you don't want to be helped. You know what I'm saying? You can't help someone who doesn't want to be helped. But if you want to be helped and you want to learn, man, we're right here to kick butt. So we do that. Once you get 2,000 gold, I'm going to tell you about option 2. Option 2 is well, I've now earned some gold, and for 2,000 gold, you can get the season pass, which is the greatest move you'll ever make, and I will explain it to you here momentarily. Here we are in the store. Season pass. Now, I already have the season pass, obviously, and, you know, I have actually sent the season pass to my friend. I gifted him a season pass, 2,000 gold. That's the basic one. That's all you need. The bonus of the ultimate season pass is that you get a commander, a 3D commander, and an extra tank. That's something down the road. That's up to you. You can do that if you want, but that's not what we're getting at. We're staying on the low level, taking care of business. So season pass, once you get the season pass for 2,000 gold, the reason you buy it is because if you do the season pass and complete it, they're going to give you 2,100 gold coins. So you're going to make 100 gold coins just for doing the season pass. Plus you get to keep all the other junk that they give you. Let me show you what that is. All right. This is at the end. At the final stage. There we go. At the final stage, you get 2 free tanks. And that is a Panzer 58 Mutz, and there's a Object 780. The Panzer is a Tier 8 premium tank. The Russian Object 780 is a Tier 10. And these are expensive tanks, except not now because they're in the season. So in the season, you'll also get this other expensive tank. A Kanonen Jagdpanzer 105, or a KJ Panzer. It's a sniper tank. Tier 8, it's like a 10,000 gold tank. It's expensive. There's another tank you get that's a cheaper tank on stage 25. Where are we at? Stage 25. There we go. This is a, AC-1 Sentinel, Tier 4 medium tank. Good fun tank. But you see all these gold coins? These gold coins, if you go through your season and count it up, is 2,100. You'll also get 4 key cards. 2 blues, a red, and a black. Minimum of 1,000 gold combined for those 4. Okay, there was one of them. That's the blue card. All right? So this season pays you. It pays you to do it. You're not paying to do it. Now, if you do Ultimate, that costs 6,000 gold, and that does cost you. All right? But that's much further in the future. In the early stages, we do free. Second stage, we do the 2,000 gold season pass, and then we go to stage 3, or option 3, whichever you want to call it. Option 3 is, well, I'd like to accelerate my progress because I'm doing quite well over time. You'll find this out, which means I'd like to spend gold, which you can do from just your free stuff, but you're not going to have the amount of gold you probably need to do that. Well, I mean, you might. It all depends. But the thing that I really do in option 3 is the spend money to buy Keycard packs. In my case, I prefer the 30 cards. Remember, 10% of key cards equals a tank. So out of 30 cards, you're expected to get 3 tank prizes on average. Could be 1, could be 7. I've gotten both. Okay. So the reason why you're fishing for premium tanks, and the reason you fish for premium tanks is because it gives you extra good tanks to play. It also, down the road, for future long haul cards, if you get a matching card, if you get a tank from a long haul card, it's 10%. So it happens. It happens to me, happens to everybody. But if you get a matching long haul card tank, one that matches one you've already gotten through one of these packs, for example, or vice versa, if you got the tank in a long haul card and then bought a pack of cards and got that tank in the card, they'll give you a direct gold refund for any duplicate that you have. It's like back in the day when we used to buy basketball cards. Oh, I got Michael Jordan, awesome. And you bought another pack, and you're like, oh, I got Michael Jordan again. Well, that's okay. In our cards, we'd have had 2 Michael Jordans. In tank cards, you get your 1 Michael Jordan, and they pay you for the second one. That's awesome. Okay, it's like they'll give you gold, the full gold value for that duplicate tank card, and that's the key. So we do that to fish for tanks, which is extra fun tanks to play, etc., etc. But you're building your stash of premium tanks, and the reason you build that stash of premium tanks through what I've described here and other methods. There are operations you can run to give you free tanks or free cards and a free tank. We had that in September, we had that in October, and we had that in November, where we ran a 45-day operation. 3 of those different days, like day 5, like day 20, and day 35 or whatever, we got a blue card, a black card, and a red card for free. No cost. You just had to run the operation. Basic stuff. Play a game. Bingo, you qualified. And then day 45, you got a free tank. Jackpot, I got a free tank and 3 cards for free. Plus, we also got, one of the days, we got a free commander to go in that tank as well. Awesome. So these operations are totally free, and they add on. And as you build up your supply of tanks, I'll show you what it looks like over time. I've only been doing this since June, okay? And this is going to be crazy. All right, what you see here, let's go to premiums only. These are only premium tanks. Now, each one of these grids shows like 20 tanks. Okay, this is grid 2, grid 3, grid 4, grid 5, that's 100. Grid 6, 104 premium tanks in World War II. Now, most of these tanks I got for free. I did buy some packs of cards, and so those are tanks that I acquired for what I call discount gold. That's another story, but these tanks here are all free tanks. Let me show you this, for example. This one came from Tanker Rewards card. That's another way to get a free card every month. If you hit AAA status, free card, and sometimes you get a free tank. I got a free tank, this one. This was the operation I told you. We got 3 cards plus a commander and a tier 9 Swedish tank. Absolutely free. Didn't cost anything. This came from a season pass. Free. Season pass. Free. Okay, getting the drift. This is free. It's available right now. You can get this for free if you have Game Pass. I have a video about it. If you're not sure, contact me. IS2, this was the Gingerbread Man operation. Totally free. This came from a card that I bought in a pack. So this one cost me a discount price. I would have paid maybe $3 or $4 for it, something like that. Okay. Same thing with this SU100Y from a card, 85I, yes. This one was totally free. My first tank that I ever got from a card. This is a 12,500 gold tank, and it's awesome. This came from the only black pack I ever opened. This is the most expensive card in the stash. It was a 10,500 gold tank. But I bought the pack of black cards for a video that I made. So you get the general drift here. HMH M51 Super Sherman Season Pass. Borosk. This was Tank of the Month. What a great thing. Look at the Tank of the Month this month is a good T92 Falcon Tier 8 light tank. They charge you $10. They're going to give you $850 gold, which is $5 worth of gold. And they're also going to give you a week of free premium time. I'd buy the Tank of the Month. I already have it, so I don't need it. So I didn't buy the Tank of the Month this month. But I bought the previous 4 because they were awesome. The Borosk was one of those tanks. So was this one. HMH AMX M4.49. Tier 8 heavy French tank, butt kicker. All right. So this is the thing. This is another free tank. This is from the tank. This is from the Tank Cup. That ended like September. No, that's it. No. Was it? Did it end in November or early December? I think it was ended in November. Whatever. Anyway, it was a Tank Cup. Free. It was a free Tank Cup. The ELC AMX 90. AMX Chaffee. I bought this. This was a bargain tank I bought in the store. And this is another thing. We buy bargain tanks from the store. I don't buy expensive tanks generally from the store. From what I'm telling you, as a gold farmer, you're a gold farmer. As a gold farmer, we don't do this. Let me show you. There isn't, well, there actually is one good tank. Now, this Cold War, there's nothing in there for you. And nothing for a gold farmer. Here, I'd like to buy this King Tiger, but it's just too expensive and I don't need it. Bogatyr, dirt cheap, 1950, 1975, comes with a commander. All right, that comes with an actual commander. So you don't get that commander anywhere else except by buying this tank. Dirt cheap price. Normally the tank itself is $2,300 and they don't sell the commander separately. You can only get it from this bundle. These are brand new tanks. I don't buy the brand new tanks. They're too expensive. These are too expensive. These are all Chinese tanks. Hey, if you want Chinese tanks, these are good. I actually have this Type 62 light tank. I don't need a Type 59, but if I did, I would buy this bundle. But, you know, anyway. The best tank they have in here as a gold farmer, something, you know, you want to look for stuff that comes in cards. The Bogatyr is a tank that sometimes comes in cards. So that's one, it's a little more than I would want to buy. I don't need a Tier 5 heavy. But if I needed a Tier 5 heavy, that's a butt kicker. So it becomes a question of, what do you need? You want to look for that 2,000 gold or less for investment purposes. And the reason you invest in a tank like that, you saw my 104 premium tanks. I invested in those tanks in one way or the other because if I get the repeat of those tanks, I get gold for it. And I have gotten repeats for a lot of those tanks actually. Okay, that's how I have 32,000 gold. My last tank pack that I bought had 7 tank cards in it, and I got 7 refunds. Jackpot. Okay, it was just jackpot. Okay, it was awesome. But that is something that happens when you're much further down the road at a higher level with a bunch of tanks. My friend has over 300 premium tanks. Man, when he gets those cards, you can check out my YouTube page. I've got some of his card pulls on there. They're unbelievable. They're just unbelievable. So this is the basics of gold farming. This is how you do it and get the stuff that you want. This is how you start out and work your way up the ladder. You need time to build up a stash of tanks. And over time, as your stash gets larger and larger, and eventually, you know, you hit the 50 tank mark. You don't know when your first refund tank will be. You just don't. It happened to one of my friends. You know, he started doing this. He got it in the first month. He bought a pack, and what happened to him is something that does happen, and it happened to me in my last pack that I did. He bought a pack, I bought a pack, and in that pack we got a tank, and then we got the same tank that we had gotten several cards previously. So that one, he got a tank he didn't have, and then he got it again and got a refund for it. That's jackpot. That's not normal, but it probably happens 1 out of 3 packs, 1 out of 5 packs. I mean, you know, it's semi-common. Okay, it does happen. I'm not saying it will happen for you. It may never happen for you. I don't know. This is gambling. But it's not pure gambling, because you're always going to win something good. Just how good is it? How good? It could be this good. It could be this good. When you get 7 tanks, it's this good. It's awesome. So this is the basics of gold farming. This is how you build a stash of tanks. And you can do it starting totally free. You can always keep it free. Now, I've been doing this. This is January. I started in June or late May, whatever, tomato. I got 100 premium tanks plus. You know, the sky's the limit. You do whatever you want. You know, so you're limited by your resources. If someone wants to give you a birthday present of Microsoft gift cards, you can use those to buy those cards. Hey, there you go. Whatever works for you. So I'm not telling you what to do. I'm giving you the blueprint, the template for success. Follow this template and you can jackpot. Leave a comment. Ask a question. I always check my comments anyway, so I can help you out. That's what I do. So pretty much I covered the whole thing. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Please like the video. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. This stuff will change the way you play tanks, and it'll change and make it more fun, because you're going to do operations like we do, and we're always sending messages back and forth about operations. In fact, we have an operation coming up Friday, a free tank operation. It's not even going to be difficult. It'll take about 4 or 5 days at the most to get it. So that's for us. Now, it might take you a week, whatever. But it's the Chinese, it's Lunar New Year, which is Chinese New Year. It's a tank. You actually do an operation, and at the end, there's 11 stages. And after the 11th stage, you choose. You can get a Chinese light tank, which I have, so I don't need that one. So I'm going to take the other one, which is a toy. It looks like a toy tank. And it looks really like something from Toy Story, actually. But it's an actual tank you can use, and it looks really crazy. It's a little more expensive, too, so I'm going to get that one. So that's what I'm going to do on my operation. So hopefully this will help you guys out. Thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one.